Okay, we're gonna play here against Sean Boswell. Play against Sean Boswell again. Sean Boswell, okay. Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have Orzhov Lifegain, and I really like this deck. This is an aggro deck that fits super well in the meta, and it also has some new cards, of course. Here Haliya Guided by Light, a 3 mana 3/3 with warp 1. Whenever Haliya or another creature or artifact you control enters, you gain 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if you gain 3 or more life this turn. So this card, super versatile. We can warp it in for 1 to get that life. And it stays on the battlefield, so if you play something more, we get life as well. So basically, this is always draw a card, 1 mana when you use it. And also, of course, these life gain things trigger all the things in your deck. So this card fits perfectly in the deck. We have kind of a little bit of a bat shell here. That's why we play Sorrelin, Cosmos Caller, 3 mana 3/3. Bat Cleric, Flying Vigilance. Whenever a bat you control attacks, you gain 1 life, so really good life gain there. And whenever Sorrelin enters or attacks, you may pay 2 and 2 life. Whenever you do, return target non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. So a really good card to recurse your thing. For only 3 mana, a 3/3 flyer with Vigilant is already really good. That gives you so many things. So Sorrelin is a really powerful card. Really powerful card. And let's have a look at the bats here. We have on the 1 mana slot Ruin Lurker Bat, 1/1 flying lifelink. And then we have, of course, the Essence Channeler at 2 mana 2/1. This is probably the best bet overall. As long as you lost life this turn, this creature has flying and vigilance. And whenever you gain life, put the +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever this creature dies, put its counters on target creature control. So one of the things that I have to say that also was improved now with the new sets is, first, you can consistently do yourself damage. You can lose life. One way is with Starting Town. You can just pay 1 life and add 1 mana of any color. Or you use the shock lands that are reintroduced here to pay 2 life to make it fly as well. So these 2 new life make this way stronger. Super cool to see. And yeah, this bat is really nice. We also play Deep-Cavern Bat here, 2 mana 1/1. Flying Lifelink, of course you exile a card of the hand. Good against most of the decks. Also has Lifelink integrated in the card. So really nice. I also could play more bats, but I think this is the best bat shell right now. We also have Lunar Convocation here, a 2 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, if you lose gained life this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained and lost life this turn, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. You can pay 2 and pay 2 life and draw a card. So draw engine creates tokens. Tokens trigger the other things, gain life, they lose life. This card is busted. And nowadays, as I said, it's way easier to actually trigger that you lose life with these lands. So I think, and even with Sorrelin of course, but this one I think deserves a main board slot in best of 1 for sure. In best of 3 I can see this in the sideboard, but in best of 1 this should be in the main board because there's a lot of control and a lot of these type of decks, and this is where you want to have this. And I think a 2 is a really good sweet spot because you're going to see a lot of cards here. You draw a lot of cards because of Haliya, and also you have Enduring Innocence here, another way where we can draw cards, because whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters, we draw a card. And we have many that have this except Sorrelin and Haliya itself, but it still triggers a lot, and this is a good card that sticks on the field. And it also gets the tokens here, which is nice. These tokens, of course, also make us draw a card. So yeah, lots to do here. We also have the 1 mana tribal here, of course, the Case of the Uneaten Feast, a 1 mana. This mainly is so we get life whenever we play a creature. But when we solve this, we can sacrifice this and we can cast creatures from our graveyard, which is really nice. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's really nice and a strong card overall. And of course, you have the Hinterland Sanctifier, a 1 mana 1/2. It's a rabbit. It's not a bat, but maybe it could go with a bat cosplay. Who knows? Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. We have some removals as well. We have the Bitter Triumph, 2 mana as a literal cost to cast a spell, discard or pay 3 life. Usually pay 3 life, which is also good for this trigger or to make this flying. And also we can just destroy a creature and a planeswalker. We also have the Shelter by Ghost, since we at the removal spot right now. And this card, of course, really versatile, gives a creature lifelink. which is really nice if this creature is big. And on top of that, we can exile target non-land permanent. So basically anything they have. It's really good against aggressive deck because of the lifelink and the Ward 2 you get. And yeah, it makes the creature a bit stronger, but it's just a perfect card in this deck in my opinion. We also play 2 Amalia. This deck really triggers a lot of life gain. This deck really triggers it. And whenever you gain life, this card explores. So that's the most important part. So we definitely hit lands, we hit cards we want. I think a perfect 2-off in this deck as well. And of course, destroy all creatures if its powers is exactly 20, which is not that hard to get. Which is quite hard to get, I think, even in a deck like this. And we have Aerith, gains Borrow, a 3 mana 2/2 lifelink creature. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Aerith, and when Aerith dies, put X +1/+1 counter on each legendary creature you control. Where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on Aerith. We do have some legendary creatures. We have Amalia and Soralin, and we have Haliya, so Aerith feels quite good here. I do think Aerith for a 3 mana card is a bit too slow maybe, but as a one-off I think it can do wonders, and maybe it can be 2, but I wanted to go with 1 because I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan, as you saw on my Cloud avatar. But yeah, the deck is really strong, and yeah, make sure you don't auto-tap with the starting town if you want to shock yourself. This can happen fast and you will see. The games were really great, and there was actually a trilogy. I faced the same person 3 times, and it was against mono green landfall, so you can see how this will perform. And I will not say how it went out. You should watch the games. It was really cool, and cool opponent as well. And yeah, if you like my content, if you like the things I do, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, or leave in the comment what deck you play right now. What do you think about this deck in best of 1, best of 3? What's the card you like to play? Or if there's a card you want me to brew around, you can also leave it in the comment, or write me a message in Discord or on Twitter. And yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy these games. Play against Flat Earth. We're gonna keep this hand here. I do have to shock and the Shrine though. Have to do it. Okay. We're gonna need to find a 3rd land, and then we can definitely play this. Yeah. Haliya Guided by Light is our extra draw engine as well. Lots of draws we can get in this deck to grind out if we have to. Let's see what they play. Green. That's an interesting one. I do need to find a 3rd land, so we're gonna go here. I wish, but I cannot. Having a 3/3 with a Ward Pay 3 life is still nice. This one should get bigger and bigger and bigger. So what are they getting? Passage into red, maybe? Is it the landfall? I mean, it's definitely a landfall deck with passage. Okay, it's that one, yeah. With our current hand, I will have to check if there's anything that I'm scared of right now. That only Snakeskin Whales. And a Chocobo. I mean, I have to take that one because it gets rid of my card. I keep this because they cannot play Chocobo, and I keep the pressure on. They know what's coming, so they play land, Chocobo, and they have a Ghost there, which is pretty strong. But yeah, we won this. I sadly did not find any land, but we won with 2 lands, which is pretty good. So GG. Okay, we're gonna play here against Sean Basel. Okay, we're gonna keep this. Hello. Okay, let's go. We don't have a turn 2 creature, which is a bit sad. Okay, at least we have a Shielded by Ghosts. Maybe we get there with that one. Frustrating. Frustrating. Frustrating setup. Yeah, it's punishing us for sure. We need to find a 1-drop now. Yeah, we have to do this. Getting some life, which is nice. Getting some life, but we have to get rid of that Lockhart. And she's gonna hurt us now, I'm pretty sure. Okay, at least we can get rid of Lockhart here. That is an interesting one. I would like to get rid of Chocobo too, but cannot. And need to get some life. Yes. Need to draw, right? Need to draw. Need to draw cards. And this card is really good. Okay, finding a removal here is pretty nice. Definitely nice. So we gain life and we gain life and we... I mean, it depends. Okay, yeah, we take this free. That's an interesting attack, to be honest. It's a Hydra, we shoot down the Hydra. Fight spell? Okay, yeah. Maybe. Need 4 mana, have Llanowar Elf. Okay, the fight, yeah. This fight is okay for me. You still get life. Now the question is, do they have a way to protect it? That's like the main question. Nope, I did not. Okay, we're gonna use our Lunar Convocation soon. But we get something here, right? Which is nice. Gonna get life from it now. So we get an additional blocker, but I mean against Trample it's not really useful. Another Chocobo coming through. The danger is just the Hydra and these kind of cards. I do maybe have to draw. So they go for the escape tunnels. So there's no threat on hand. Could play Ares. Get another bat here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we hurt ourselves here to play this, of course. Make this one a bit bigger. Going in for 1. Then we're gonna get Ares bigger as well here. And yeah, we do wish to find a removal again, and I really want to draw cards. But if opponent plays the way they did, I'm not too scared. I'm not too scared. Now it's getting scary. Double Chocobo is not easy to deal with. Okay, found a land, which is actually nice. We have a good attack with Ares here. Gonna use this to get a bat at the end of turn. And we're going in. They could have had Snakeskin Whale, but I think it's okay. And now, you know, it's just drawing cards, gaining life, and the entire shebang. Okay. We have it solved. So, you know. Gonna get a lot of life, and we have a shielded by ghosts, which is super good. My turn. Let's do this one first. So we can force blocks here. So they have to block areas. And we're gonna use this here. Because if they kill that one, then our fly gets stronger. We didn't take damage, this was my mistake there, but yeah. Didn't take the damage the way I wanted. We swing. You still have a case there, but I mean you have to block areas, right? And we just get... I mean, you have to say after like 60 life, you feel comfortable against them. Before 60 life, it's always a bit... I'm at the, like... Yeah, you know, I have a 17-14 though, right? 17-14 is quite nice. And I have a flyer next turn due to starting town. Okay, the Hydra is quite late. It cannot get haste, so we should have it. It's gonna be a big Hydra, but that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. Yeah. GG. Well, the bats are winning. Play against Sean Boswell again. It's quite funny. We know what we play against, so we have to mull. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna remove this. Hello. Hello. Huh. Let's go with the bat here. 2 Tifas and an overprotect. Bristly Bill is also annoying. If I take Bristly Bill, the next turn it has to be Bristly Bill. So they slam the first Tifa, right, which I have to get rid of. Well, not yet though, but... I'm not happy about taking the damage. What should I do? Okay. The land here is a bit awkward. I mean, they cannot really attack with Tifa for a while, and another card is Tifa. I will always block Tifa here. Always, all day. And then maybe they use Overprotect. Snakeskin Whale, okay, they have both, huh? But they cannot use Overprotect next turn. Interesting that they didn't crack the tunnel. Two Tifas, huh? They cannot play Overprotect, so we take Tifa. Then we take this one. And then we're going in for 2. So we're gonna heal a little bit, but this little Chocobo is getting dangerous. At least we are healing. We do have this one though. Pretty good combination here. Gonna draw as well. It's just this Chocobo. Oh. No blocks. No blocks. It's all about gaining life now. It's a pretty good one, but right now, yeah, I get a life. I'm gonna play Sorrelin. Gain another life. Cannot pay it though, but it's okay. We still get a draw. We still get 2 life here, and then another 3. So we're healing back quite efficient, and we could deal really well with their hand. Yeah, we got a definitely more than 3 life. 7 life in 1 turn is huge. It's really huge. And with Sorrelin we can keep this up now each turn. Yeah, this one will hurt us a bit. Good game. And this is gonna happen now. Over and over. So I do like actually to have Lunar Convention here. We took damage as well. Gonna get a lot of life again. And they're all flyers, which is super important with the bats. Going in, super strong in this position. Yeah, we get the token, we get a life, we get draw a card. Doing things, you know, doing things. Let's see. Traveling Chocobo. We have enough damage in the air now, and GG. 2 times in a row, same person, wow. Dead ladder. Agent 0707, and this is our hand. No turn 1 and they start, but I think I can try this. Okay, it's a reanimation list. Not sure if we have enough punch for this. Kinda weird, but I need to find lands, right? So they don't have it yet in the graveyard. Okay, they play it like this, huh? Yeah, they probably have it now. And if I don't have a spot removal, we just die. At least I don't have another card in the graveyard. Why are they doing it like this? Okay. I cannot bottom any creature here in case they resurrect that one. Oof. That one I did not expect. That one is painful. Now our top is really bad. Oof. Strategic betrayal. I really have no good hand here. All the 3 drops is not where you want to be. This is a mulligan mistake, guys. Definitely a mulligan mistake. Okay. I mean, they don't have the reanimation. Once they have, I'm just dead. You can play it again, my man. I mean, I'm trying to find cards, but it takes me a while. It is actually something. Opponent soon hardcasts the creatures. Which is funny. Do we have it? I actually want to get the life next turn. These are decent because it's my way. Okay. Can block and get them stronger, which is nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Triumph. Did I have another removal? All the removals in hand, huh? Okay. So they play top deck now. Well, we have to dodge the removal and maybe, huh? We take the 3. A land, okay. No block. Let's see. Let's see. If it's top, we dead. Was it top? It maybe was, huh? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get some stuff at least. No spot removal is a bit satch, but I'm gonna play Order. Okay. I need to get stronger here. All the problems though. This one would have been way bigger. I will attack here. They're on 7 now. Even if they reanimate, I think we still survive. Yeah, they will get a lot of life though. The Galta is not really that strong here. So let's see. Can we find anything to deal with Arden now? That's the main question. It's probably the best card to get, yeah. Yeah, I was just counting, like, this is where you lose next turn. Because I have to make this flying and yeah. But hey, crazy. We were kind of lucky, I have to say, but GG. Okay, let's see what we can do. Well, starting town with Lunar Convocation, I kind of like it, especially with the cases. I think it's a good hand here. Kind of versatile hand. Goes against most. So yeah, let's go for it. I like it. Black. Okay, so it isn't. This is such an interesting draw here too. We go Convocation here because next turn we get a bat if we do this, and this one gets 2. If we find a white land, we get a big Essence Channeler. Go hand, okay. Not a land. Okay, we have to play it though. Still get the bat. So it's a pretty good turn, as you can see. We do wish we found something else though, I have to say. But yeah, Sage. I think our Essence Channeler will do the job though. These creatures are just for surveilling. Why would they attack here? Okay, just for hitting the damage because they know I will block that one, makes sense. Again, weird hand. Yeah, I know they have a Sephiroth, that's the one I'm gonna take away. They have 2 mana, so it has to be this one. And I made a stupid mistake here. This one should have shot, which I don't know why. Yeah, I have to be... Guys, you have to be careful here with the auto tapper again. Have to specifically use the starting town, otherwise it's not gonna work. And yeah, it's a painful one. Missing another bat. Mistakes are made. Okay, we got rid of the Sephiroth here, which is nice. But not having the bat here is still annoying. Okay, they need to find the 4th land. Hitting himself quite hard. And yeah, we would have done so much more damage. It's quite sad. We will take all the damage, of course. We also play on 2 lives, we have to say that, by the way. We also play on 2 lives here. Maybe we find lands this time. Maybe, baby. Yeah. Then we get a drawn as well. Finding some lands at least. Yeah, we could have finished it before, but we're just too stupid. If they play Sephiroth here, it's not enough. They will just die. They have to block the 8-7, I think. Playing Sephiroth there is just not good enough. So we can easily go in with the bat here as well, getting the extra life gain. But yeah, that would be way lower now. So the force block is there. Would have been there already, but yeah, it is what it is. We also played with 2 lands, so opponent cannot just say, hey, I had no lands, but I had no lands too. But yeah, it's still a mistake we did. Yeah, this is what you have to do. And then yeah, we get the draws. I want to play these here. I would have been maybe not bad there as well. Yeah, get a lot of life. Is not good enough. I mean, we have it already. Probably not. I would like to say a removal like on top. Definitely the best case scenario, but yeah. Opponent is on 9 and needs a flyer. Okay. Now they have flyers. 2 flyers actually. And have a really dangerous hand. We have a lot of flyers too though. So yeah. Let's see how much life we can get here. Making the flyers now is super risky. Actually super risky, which is quite funny to see. Okay. Then we're just gonna make the biggest flying creature in the world. Probably wanna draw end of turn. We have 16 life, I don't think we die here. I need to read this card. When I'm gonna die, you don't just chooses, okay. So that's quite fine. Yeah. Wanna have more draws, wanna find removals. Getting lives, getting Amalia quite big here. That's what I want to see. Just to be safe. Don't want to... I could attack with this one, actually. But they would just block with the Sage and sacrifice. Ping them for 1 more as well is good. But yeah, that first mistake there of the starting town there, sorry guys, the auto tapper got me. I realized it, but yeah, it got me. The life gain is absolutely ridiculous, of course. This Amalia is already a 9-9. 9-9. And we have 4 flyers and a channeler. So if they don't get life here, it's GG. They have only 1 flyer to block. Okay, they get 1 life here. But that's still GG. Because we will ping in the end with conviction. We'll not make the same mistake twice, plus we have sheltered by ghost. So they need the removal, which they don't have. Yeah, I mean, the only way is using Sephiroth here, right, to get the emblem. They have to, this is the only way they will survive, but I will just get rid of the rest and that's it. So let's see. They know I've sheltered by ghost. They will survive here though. They will survive a bit. It's a calculation game here. That's what I did. But then they cannot win. I'm not sure why they did that. Can put it on the Essence channel too, but it doesn't really matter. That's the confusing part here. It's a lot of flying in the air there, huh? My man. Maybe they wanted to have a removal there, right? So maybe bad choice of the shelter of this one here as well. So yeah, GG. This is a keep, guys. Barbarous. And probably most likely, I think they're gonna play Reanimation. Never mind what I just said. They do have removal and I don't want to lose this yet. I can play Sanctifier and Guided by the Light here. Yeah, I think it's still the best play. Gives me a draw now on turn 2, which is nice. Getting some life too. Okay, drawing another land, definitely not the best thing. But, okay, Mardu, mobilize, huh? They will have Sephiroth. Huh. You draw a card and 2 cards and lose 2 life. Really good card. Really, really good card. Okay, we're gonna have the channeler here, mainly because we also have already a creature on board where we can give the tokens. I'm gonna keep my other Godless Shrine here, so I can actively use it to make my channel fly next turn. There maybe is a world where they have to use the channel to get rid of my channel, a headline to get rid of my channeler. But whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each will lose life. Okay. So we're gonna get pinged a lot. We have a lot of life, but the thing we don't like is that they gain a life. They don't have a way to sacrifice this, right? Okay, so now which one do we get rid of? Probably the Seer. Okay, here I will block easy. Get rid of 1 card is nice. Okay. Now this is the most important turn of all. They don't have a way to sacrifice. Voice of Victory is way more scary. Voice of Victory is way more scary. I don't need to make mine flying yet. Is it more scary though? Yeah, it is more scary. Yeah. But I'd still believe I need to get rid of the other card first. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose it, right? I don't care about the ping there, so yeah. I have to do it like this. If they attack, they lose the creatures. If I not do this, then they get rid of my channeler, and my channeler has now ward as well. And we get a second one coming soon. Okay, we already have a really strong board now. Like this enchantment now does almost nothing because we have too many creatures on board. And we have ward creatures. I mean, pay 3 life is whatever, but ward 2 is quite strong. And we get a so strong second creature. There could have been a world where I played the bat to get the tokens on the bat too. But we will have a flyer next turn. We do have a flyer because I shock myself. Yeah. This is why we keep the shrine on hand. This deck got so much better with like town and shrine and cards where you can actually do damage easy. Yeah, we take damage. Damage. They heal themselves, right? Yeah. 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 15. So I will just let this go through and let them sacrifice it. I can actually get a block first. Because they have to use the headliner. They have to use it right now, so I only take 6 damage. They take 3, they go on 12, and then we have it. Okay. It doesn't seem like this way. I mean, I can do it now, of course. 2 more damage, but we had to take it because this is the only play I think they have here. And then they have to pray that I don't kill them, which is almost impossible, right? Because of the ward 3. Yep. Yep. My turn. And then we're gonna play this, gain a lot of life, make our channeler way too strong for opponent to handle. Doesn't even matter, but double channeler looks cooler. And GG. Yeah. This deck has a lot of power, I have to say. Really a lot of power. Good game. One land we cannot keep. Yeah. Not too happy, but... Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yeah, no matter how I look at it, I still think we have to hope for a land here. Not a good hand for sure. And this sadly is not enough. Okay, we found a land. That's pretty good. Could have played a swamp here, but if I found another starting town, I will be kind of sad. Okay, yeah, not cool. Not cool. If they have an exile effect, not cool. Other than that, Innocence is quite good in this matchup. Just don't have an exile effect. Discard a card. Okay. It's gonna be you. Okay, Innocence has to bring it. Okay, found a land that can attack. I'm quite happy about this. I'm gonna keep this here. I'm gonna keep that. We're establishing a decent board here. Okay, yeah. It is a land. Not too happy seeing that one there, to be fair. I still have to play it. And I will attack here. If they trade, they trade. If not, we get something. Is Bat good enough? No. What we're gonna do is hopefully that Sorrelin survives. Like, their bandit and their card advantage here doesn't help as long as we have a good board. We can play around it. Exile, of course. We still have Sorrelin. If Sorrelin survives, we can play. Sorrelin has to survive, so we play the game. We take damage here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, not a Sorrelin. It's not good. I'll go with a flying bat here. Yeah, it was nice. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, GG. We managed to do it. So let's go next. Sean Boswell. Okay. Revenge. We play against Green Landfall. Hello. Sorry, I had to think. This way we have a way to get one. I'll take one here. So, yeah. It's quite good. Bristly build turn 2. It's annoying. Okay, we're gonna use the bats here. Overprotect and Chocobo. It's Chocobo. And then we have to take the Overprotect, but their cards on the board get quite big. At least they have life gain. That's something. Yeah. Can you keep the passage for some action, huh? Fight spell on the top. That's a nice. Fight spell on the top, huh? I cannot. Yeah, we're not in a good position here. Definitely not. I do get a little of life gain here, but that stupid land there hurts. Tifa. Tifa with protection, huh? Dangerous, but interesting crack here, yeah. Not really many things I can do. Taking too much damage here on the draw is definitely strong. I'm on 11. Can play this, get a life, get 2 life. Playing this is probably the better play, and then trying to get our bat big. I think we have to do it like this. We need to dodge any crazy lands here. Okay, 6-5 now here. We're gonna draw. Okay, so now we can get a big life gain bet. So that is the Tifa, but there will not be an attack of Tifa here. We do have a 6-5, which is huge. And he can double the counters. And we are forced to block here, right? But he's tapped out. So it's going to be like this. Then we get rid of Tifa. What do we want to have? No, we have to do it like this. We have to do it like this. The trample there is super scary. Okay. I mean, I'm dead to land anyway. I'm dead to land. Good game. You have it? Ah! The only way I could do it, so yeah, third game you win. Ah! I tried. GG, man. GG. A trilogy. We had a trilogy and 2 went to me. So I think this is quite cool to watch. And yeah, we tried our best. Cool game. This deck is one of my favorite life gains deck I played in a long time. I have to say, I think this deck I will definitely play more. There's so much potential in this deck. Haliya, an absolute beast for sure. So strong in this deck, so strong, especially with the case and the hinterland, and you trigger so many triggers. And Amalia was never this big when I played her. Like, I think right now this is probably one of the coolest life gain decks you can play. And yeah, we also have some good reach with Convocation and the Fortress here. So yeah, I think this is a good deck overall, and hopefully you're gonna enjoy my next video as well. And if you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment. And with that said, I wish you a good day, good night, wherever you are. See you next time.